Hi everyone. It's been a few weeks since I posted anything, so I have a lot to tell you. The first thing is I have started my 6-month medical weight loss, and this is required for my insurance. I have Cigna, so I know that a lot of other insurances require it as well. And it's mainly required because they want to see if you're going to be a good candidate and if you'll be committed to all the new life changes that lap band comes with. Um, So first thing first, I'm going to talk about the pre-op weight loss. I met with a nutritionist on April 30th. It was basically an hour-long session with her asking me questions about my eating habits and just to kind of get an idea of what and how I eat on a normal basis. So she asked me questions like, what do you eat during a normal day? What kind of drinks do you drink? How many times a week do you eat out? What kind of beverages do you drink? Stuff like that, just to kind of get um, an idea of um, my eating habits. So at the end of the session, I was given these specific goals for the first month of my weight loss, and the first one was planning to eat 3 meals a day. And this is a huge one of the biggest things she asked me to do because something that I was doing before this was only eating one time a day, but eating one huge meal. And this was mainly because I didn't have time to cook or I didn't have time to eat 3 times a day. So, with school and work and all that good stuff. The second one was decreasing my portion size, so eating half of what I would normally eat because, as we all know, when you get the lap band, you will not be able to eat as much as you do now. So, the third was decreasing my fast food from 3 to 4 times a week to 0 times a week. And so far, it's been successful. I have not eaten out, and I have made all my home meals, and it's been wonderful. So also adding fruits and vegetables, more of them into your diet instead of junk food and crap, basically. Um, Planning to eat protein, more protein, because um, sometimes during a lap band you will not get all your protein, so um, which is a big part of everyone's diet. So eating stuff like fish, chicken, um, any sort of loin meat like tenderloin, pork loin, sirloin, beans, eggs, and tofu, which are all high sources of protein. So every meal I have to have some sort of protein in there. Also, let's see, the decrease or increasing my activity level from 0 to 1 time a week to 3 to 5 times a week. Now, this has been really successful for me because I am now working out 3 to 5 times a week, and I'm burning at least 1,000 to 1,200 calories in a 30-minute session of cardio on the elliptical. So at first the first few days were a little hard for me because it was something that I was not used to, but now that I have been doing it, it's not hard at all. So I've also been doing 15 to 20 minute session after cardio with arms and legs. And this is mainly so that if and when I do have the surgery that I won't have any sort of like flabby skin on my arms or legs, because that's one thing I don't want. I don't want to work so hard at all of this and then end up having to go through another process after I lose all of the weight. Let's see, another thing is taking out all carbonated beverages, because when you have the lap band you won't be able to be drinking carbonation because of what it can do to the band itself. And also carbonated and caffeinated, sorry. I went from, before this weight loss, I went from drinking a coffee in the morning or a tea to 2 to 3 Cokes a day. So that's really bad. So you can imagine the the headaches I had every day from that, which I mean, I suffered through because I like to drink Coca-Cola and whatnot. So I decreased that. I've only had a few teas here and there, mostly water and ice chips. Also, there are several things that I had to practice because after getting after the surgery, there's behaviors that I'll have to change, and stuff that I won't be able to do that I can do now still. But I feel that maybe if I try to do them now and stop it all now, that I won't have to or won't be able to even think about doing it after the surgery. And first is increasing my water intake. Water is a huge thing for our bodies. And what I noticed is I will gain so much weight during the day, maybe even 3 pounds from drinking so much water. But when I wake up the next morning, it's all gone because my body's taken all that water in. Also is alcohol. I don't drink alcohol as it is, so this isn't a big deal for me, and some of you it might be, but basically not drinking any alcohol at all, which I don't, so it's not very hard. And like I said, caffeinated beverages, I won't be able to do much of that anymore, and I know that some people say they can do it while on the lap band, but everybody's different, and I just don't want to take any chances. So yeah. One thing that the behaviors that I'm going to have to change is chewing my food. A lot of us will go through our meals so fast that sometimes we forget to chew our food. And I'm one of those people, I'm not going to lie. I used to be one of those people because I would always be so hungry that I just wanted to eat my food as fast as possible and not enjoy it. So now I have been at least putting away 30 minutes for a meal just to eat, because one of the big things that we have to do while we have the lap band is chew our food, and it's almost to a pulp-like or like baby food in a sense, to where that way when it goes into our stomachs, it can fit down that small narrow passage where the lap band is. Also, sipping beverages and not chugging them. I know a lot of us like to chug Coke or chug water when we get really thirsty. Well, that's something that I won't be able to do well on the lap band, or well, I have a lap band. So practicing that now will help me in the future, and I won't have to deal with it as much when I do have a lap band. Last but not least is meals and drinking. One of the biggest no-nos, even for people who don't have lap band, is not drinking water or any beverage during a meal. And I always do it. I mean, I used to do it all the time. I drink 2 to 3 glasses of water, or a Coke and 2 glasses of water, or whatever, and we get really full and stretch our stomachs out. Well, what happens is the food that we eat while drinking that water, it doesn't go through our system right, and we don't get all the nutrients that our body needs, because it just pushes it through so fast. So one of the things that I've had to start doing is not drinking any sort of beverage 30 minutes before a meal, not drinking during a meal, and not drinking an hour after a meal. This also keeps us fuller longer, so our stomachs don't push all of the food out, so it leaves room for the water. One of the biggest things is my nutritionist wanted me to do was to start a food journal. So I downloaded a few apps that have helped me with my weight loss during this first month, and the first one is the lap band app, and I recommend this for anybody who is thinking about getting the lap band or who already has lap band, because this app allows you to set appointment dates and reminders, also checklist, weight loss goals, how much weight you've lost over a certain amount of time. So I recommend getting that one. And the next, for the food journal, I downloaded iFood Diary, and I think it was 99 cents. So it's only $1. But what this app is it allows me to put in times, what meals, like breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and what I ate for that meal. And the reason I started doing this was because of the fact that my nutritionist wants to see everything I'm eating for this first month, to see what changes I've made, and also just to show my insurance how much work I'm putting into this so that they know that I want the surgery as well. So the more that I do now, the more likely I am to get approved in the end. So also, the iFood journal has helped me a lot because I don't want my nutritionist to see the bad things that I eat or that I would eat. So I've been trying to eat as good as possible. I know there's been a few times where I've had things that I'm not supposed to, and I still put it on there, but one time's better than, every day. So, anyways, I followed every rule to this day since April 30th, and it's now May 13th, and I have lost a total of 12.5 pounds. And I know for some of you this sounds bizarre, and you're not going to believe that I lost that much weight or it's unhealthy and yada yada yada. But to be honest, I feel great. I feel healthy. I feel happy already. Just seeing not only the weight come off, but just that I'm able to, I guess, complete the goals that I'm given, and it just feels great. So also my fiance is doing this as well, and he has lost 13 pounds, and he's already lost like a good 4 pant sizes, so you can only imagine what he looks like. We have been doing before and after body shots, and I download this app called Body Shot. And what you can do is you can take a photo of yourself before your weight loss and take a photo like every week or every month, whatever you decide to do, and just see the difference and how much weight you've lost. And it allows you to track that, which this is something that we've been doing because we like to see physically how much weight we've lost. So I recommend that app as well. And like I said, it's called Body Shot. So I also wanted to tell you guys that I am in the process of getting tested for sleep apnea. I went and saw a sleep therapist, and this is basically just so that they can see if I have sleep apnea, to test me to see if I'm getting enough oxygen while I'm sleeping, or to see why I'm not getting enough sleep. And it could be weight related. We don't know yet, but anyways, I'll go in and they'll hook me up to a machine, and we'll go from there. I don't really know too much about it right now, but I definitely will let you know. I have an appointment tomorrow with my nutritionist just to kind of see how my first month went and what I will be doing for my second month. And I know that she mentioned something about calorie counting, so this should be interesting because I am not a big fan of calorie counting. Some of you may be, but I'm not. So we'll see how it goes. But I will definitely let you guys know as soon as I find everything out. And in the meantime, if you guys have any questions for me or stuff that I've been through so far or anything, please just let me know and I will get back to you, okay? Till then, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.